Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. My name's Brownie and I am one half of the Indecisive Readers. Today is the 1st of September, which means it is the start of the Enthuseathon, which is a read-along hosted by Charlotte over at Page Pages and Abby over at Pets and Pages. I will link all the information about the readathon down below, but it is the main readathon I am planning on joining in with in September. I may join in with the Femme Pantel readathon, but that's at the end of the month. I haven't dealt with that yet. I'm also maybe possibly joining in with Bookoplathon, but I haven't worked out how my roles worked out yet, so we'll see. I may do a blog post on that at the end of the week. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in. I haven't done any reading yet because it is, well, it's about 11 o'clock. That's not my excuse, but I haven't done any reading yet because I filmed a video this morning and I'm going to go to the post office now and probably do other stuff. And I probably won't read until the afternoon, but I just thought I'd check in and say what my reading plans are. So I have a book for every prompt, and actually I think there are a couple of prompts where I have more than one book, but I just thought I'd put them down, and then if I don't choose them, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to try and have an ebook and a physical book on the go at all times, but I don't know how it's going to go because I haven't picked up a physical book in about 2 months and I have lots on my TBR. I did actually buy an ebook of one of them because it was only 99p yesterday and I thought there's probably no chance I'm going to pick it up. But I'm hoping the first physical book I'm going to pick up is The Falling in Love Montage by Kira Smith. I'm really excited to read this. Even though it's a romance, I don't usually go for romance, but I've been really feeling this for about a month, so I'm definitely interested in reading it and would like to get to it whilst I'm still in the mood. And the first ebook I'm going to pick up is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I am so excited for this, which is exactly the point of the readathon. I think this may be my most anticipated book of the year. It's a black retelling of Arthurian legend, kind of set in a magic school, and it's coming out properly in 14 days, which is 2 days before my birthday, and the character is called Brianna, which is really close to Brownie, and I'm just so excited to read it. So yeah, I'm gonna get it read first so then I can have it reviewed for when it's relevant, and I'm very happy about it. And I was when I got the email yesterday, I wasn't expecting to get the email yesterday because it was a bank holiday. I did a proper fist bump in the air. I was so excited. But yeah, I have just finished editing tomorrow's video. I'm probably going to do some more job applications shortly because that's what I seem to spend all my days doing. I need to pop to the post office, so I'm probably going to do that now before lunch and then go to the charity shop next to it because I got some really good books from there the other day and I'm hoping they might like the rest of the series. And then yeah, I'd quite like to do some reading, but I also need to tidy my room, so who knows. But yeah, I just thought I'd check in, say hello, and welcome to September. Hi everyone, it's now Friday and I thought I'd check in to say I actually have nothing to check in with because I've barely done any reading, but I wanted to show you I'm still alive and I now have reading plans. So up until this point I was just like, oh, I'll pick something up, I will do something, but I wasn't. So this morning I have picked up the audiobook for Pretending by Bourne. I tend to like audiobooks for fantasy because they're just a bit longer and I feel like I get my money's worth out of them, but I tend to not enjoy the fantasy book then as much because I miss details or I miss the writing style, and so I thought a contemporary would be a good one to start with, and also a contemporary I know I'll like. So yeah, I picked that up. I've read 10 minutes of it so far. I also picked up The Black Flamingo by Dean Atter, and this is a kind of YA contemporary but written in verse, and so it's going to be very quick to read. I was going to buddy read it with Tori, but she's already finished, so that didn't work out. But now I've got someone to talk about the book with once it's done, and I read about 70 pages already this morning. It's just going to be very easy to fly through. I just need to sit down and read. I have also read a chapter of Legendborn this morning, which brings my grand total up to about 9 chapters. I probably read 8 chapters until this morning, and I have been quite slow with it up until now because I feel like they're introducing terms that I'm not quite sure of, but now we're in and we're like actually starting, I feel like I'm gonna learn them as we go along. And they're also talking about a tournament, so I feel like something's about to happen, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes. It's one of my most anticipated books of the year, and I'm very excited. So yeah, fingers crossed it is as amazing as I hope it is, because I'll be very sad otherwise. Hi everyone, so it's now Monday and I'm just checking in to tell you my plan for this reading blog. I usually do reading blogs from obviously Monday to Sunday, but I don't usually post them until Wednesday. And so because this month starts on a Tuesday and it ends on a Wednesday, I'm actually going to do them like Tuesday to Tuesday. No, this week will be Tuesday to Tuesday, and then like the rest will be Wednesday to Tuesday, and then the last one will be like Wednesday to Wednesday, if I can get it up in time. But yeah, they are my plans. So I am technically in the second week, but also in the first week. But yeah, I haven't checked in over the weekend because I just haven't done any reading. I haven't really had any time, and even when I had time, I was quite tired and doing more writing, so didn't do any reading. But I went for a run this morning, which is exciting. It's like the first one I've done in about 2 months, and before that one I hadn't done one for about 2 years, so yay. And because I was on a run, I decided to listen to some of my audiobooks, so now I'm about halfway through that, and I've been doing like a bit of tidying today, so have listened to a fair chunk of it and I'm really enjoying it. I knew I was going to really enjoy it because it's Bourne. A lot of trigger warnings for rape and sexual assault, but it's a very well written book. It's very well put together and I definitely enjoy the topics it's discussing. I have started a feminist book club, so I might like go on there and be like, has anyone else read it, because it's very good and I need to discuss it with people, but I think there are other people I know that have read it. But yeah, I hopefully this afternoon will do today's blog post, unless I do a review today. I might do a review today, which I have already written. I think I'll do that. So I need to do some job stuff instead, and hopefully I will read some more Black Flamingo tonight and Legendborn. I've got to a point in Legendborn, I think when I last checked in, saying it was about to start happening. It has started happening and it's more interesting, and because the character is new to it, she's kind of been taken to the side and like explaining everything. So that was quite useful for me because I was struggling a bit with some of the names and stuff, and whilst I don't 100% get everything, I get it a lot more, and so I feel like it will just be a lot easier to remember now. But everyone has like nicknames and I'm really bad with nicknames, so I can't remember who anyone is. But the book itself is really good. Black Flamingo is really good as well. I'm very much enjoying it. I don't think I'd read a lot when I last checked in, but it's very easy to read. I love all the illustrations, but I was meant to be buddy reading it with someone and she finished before I even started, so I didn't do a good job, but I know she has read it, so like when I'm reading it I can be like, it's so good. And she pointed out to me that there are like some white and some black pages, and the black pages are generally the main character kind of reflecting on his identity and his blackness rather than like his queerness, and so that's really interesting. And yeah, I'm just very much enjoying it, and I will definitely check in with you tomorrow and probably check it out, but hopefully maybe I will have finished at least one book. Hi everyone, so it's Wednesday and I wasn't going to check in, but I didn't quite finish my books yesterday, but I have now finished 2 of them. So I finished The Black Flamingo by Dean Atter and I really enjoyed it. It was very impactful. It was not the kind of thing I'd usually read, but definitely was interesting, was amazing. Discussed some really interesting things, discussed some things I wouldn't usually think about, and yeah, I rated it 5 stars. I also finished this morning Pretending by Bourne and also rated it 5 stars because it just discussed a topic that you don't often hear about and discusses it in a careful and positive way. It's not saying that sexual assault suddenly finishes and it ends, and it's also not saying that it's, I don't know, it's not that it's not the end of the world, because it's a horrible thing. It is really impactful, but it also kind of says that there is a way out, there's a way you can find yourself at the end of it, and there are ways of doing it healthily. And whilst the character in this doesn't necessarily do it healthily at the start, she realises her mistakes and tries to correct them. She goes to therapy, she finds friends, she finds an amazing class that's full of other people who are also going through it, and it's like a kickboxing class, and they take out their anger and their frustration and their fear in that way. And it was really good, and I would definitely recommend it as a book, but a book you should go into carefully. But yeah, so now is the end of the first week. I'm gonna go for a walk, and hopefully I'll finish all the books I started this week next week. If you enjoyed this, please consider giving it a thumbs up, comment down below to let me know you're here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!